We're proud to care for the population of Gloucestershire and beyond, and pride ourselves in being there for our patients when they need us most. In delivering this care, there's no doubt our employees are our greatest asset, particularly when it is them who help us realise our vision of delivering excellent care to every patient we see, and to making this experience a truly personal one. We asked some of our team to tell us what makes their job special and what they believe makes a difference.
I like the friendliness of the staff that I work with, the variety of the patients, and just being able to deliver healthcare free at the point of delivery.
It's like a family. Everyone knows each other. You walk down the corridors, everyone says hello to each other.
Once when I was newly qualified, I spent the whole night talking to a lady who'd come in for a very difficult operation for a difficult brain tumour, and she unfortunately died. But when I thought about her and thought about the time we'd spent together, for the first time it actually struck me that that's why we are here. That's why nurses and doctors and anyone else who works in the NHS does it, because it's that human value.
I like being able to sort of process all the samples at once. We get a lot of blood samples in and we do all the work on those, and it's knowing that the work that we do has a direct impact on the patients, so it can direct treatment and diagnostics, and I think that's a really important part of what we do.
One of the things that we've just had today is that a patient finally has gone home who's been on the stroke unit for the last 4 months or so, and it's been a huge level of satisfaction for all of us involved in his care, because he's a young man who had a very disabling stroke, but the teamwork that's been involved with everybody, both from the nursing staff, the therapy staff, social workers, everybody, but also huge support from his friends and family, have enabled this man to get home today with more therapy going into him, more support going in, but to be able to live a life, essentially an independent life, which we never thought he would.
I love working my job because I love the colleagues I work with. They're absolutely amazing and we have a laugh every day. And I like the fact that my job is both challenging and stimulating. It's
a wonderful system. Patients don't have to worry about whether they'll be cared for or how they'll pay for it. So they arrive, they'll get an excellent quality of service no matter who they are, what they've got wrong, and the NHS will do the best for them they possibly can.
I enjoy the team that I work with. Got good fun people to work with, like Kyla, and my manager's really good fun to work for, and it's just, yeah, we have a good laugh.
I recently met a young family in paediatrics where the little one unfortunately wasn't very well, but the staff that were looking after her did such an impeccable job. They actually won a Kindness and Respect Award, and whilst I was there I was so captivated by this young girl. She was absolutely wonderful, and I got quite involved and ended up photographing the parents with the baby and all the staff all together, and it was just a fantastic experience, really.
There are lots of good things about being a midwife. Part of it is working in a really dynamic team and an enthusiastic team, looking after mothers and their families when they're in quite a stressful time.
It's a lovely ward to work on. We've got a very supportive staff team, really good managers. I'm very proud of our ward. We all work very hard.
I recently treated a gentleman who was quite young and very frightened initially, and we made the treatment fun for him. He actually enjoyed coming in.
Coming for treatment becomes such a big part of the patient's life that we just try and make it easy as possible for them.
The fact that you know that you're trying to help for patient care and trying to get the best possible results for our patients, and it's that sense of giving something back a little bit, I suppose.
I like the fact that you get to meet a huge amount of variety of people, a huge range of people, different backgrounds, and just helping people every day, really.
I think a few that stand out for me are the ones maybe who have coming near to the end of their life, and we've made that a really, just a really nice process for the family and for the patient. I think it's always the hardest thing to recognise when someone's dying and to make a positive influence on that.
You get to know all the patients as well, don't you? Especially because some of them have been in for quite a while. So you get to know them, you get to know what they're like, you just get a bit of a connection with them. And
We've got one gentleman in at the moment who's been with us for 10 weeks. So this afternoon I've promised to take him out for in his wheelchair around the hospital, to come to the cafe for a bite to eat as well.
think for me, it's just the simple things that are really important. And I think the simple things that really matter to patients. You don't have to give a very detailed analysis of the patient's condition or an update to the relatives. It's that human touch, that human contact that is so important. That makes that difference, that patient's day or the family.
Despite the good and fun times, there are times where it is a very serious job to be involved with, and health is such a fragile thing to work with.
I love working with lots of really inspiring staff across the hospital. We work with some amazing nursing teams and frontline teams, and part of my role is sharing their stories.
The main things I love about being a dietitian here is the fact that it's a nice integrated team that we work with on all the wards, and also as well the team itself.
I like the atmosphere in the hospital, I like seeing the patients, I like working with the staff. I'm always amazed how fantastic the staff across the board are, particularly porters, nursing staff. Everybody's so helpful and friendly.
I could go on for a long time. This job is so rewarding. It's so wonderful to do something that really matters for people.